Hey everybody, if you've been following along, you know I dug a backyard pond and I'm wanting to keep it as close to a natural ecosystem as possible. I potted the plants and put them in there. They're all native. And the next step when I last talked to y'all was adding wildlife. So I want to add minnows, I want to add crawfish, and I want to add tadpoles. And I'm going to let everything else kind of get there naturally. I'm sure snails were tangled up in some of the plants and I didn't realize it, so they're going to come. And I need to get wildlife in there to help manage that population when that time comes. So the way I plan on catching the wildlife is with a minnow trap. And like y'all know, I'm doing everything on a budget, so this is just a completely free, kind of like a prototype I put together just from basic knowledge of how fish traps work. I had a Hawaiian punch container and I poked a whole bunch of holes in it, and then I cut the top off of it and it just kind of fits down in the lines snug. And like I said, this is a prototype. I think I ended up making it a little too short because of where I cut it, but this is what it looks like when it's assembled. You can see it's got the basic profile, the funnel that the fish will swim into, and then they'll get trapped. Well, I got two more, and I'm going to show y'all how to do it, and it's completely free. And I'm about to just show you. You need a Hawaiian punch container, obviously, a pair of scissors or a utility knife, and then I'm using a like a wood burning thing. I don't know the technical term for it, but that's what I'm using. You can use a drill, you can use needles if you're that patient, but yeah, pretty much just anything to poke a hole in it. And yeah, that's it. I'll take y'all through the process now. Okay, so starting with the Hawaiian punch container, I'm going to take this just because it's easier, and I'm going to use it to break off that little handle because you don't need it. You can technically keep it if you want. I don't want it, so that's what I did with that. And that's also a good way to check if your wood burning needle, whatever it's called, is hot and ready to go. Next, you're going to take that first groove right here, and you're going to use that as your guide, and you're just going to cut all the way around like so. Boom, just like that. And then that should pop right into place. What I did with the first one is I cut a relief cut right here. You see how that already naturally has that little line? There should be one on both sides. So what I'm going to do is going to give it a little relief cut. And that just makes it so when you fit it in, it can fold in on itself. In the prototype, I did it really short. I think I'm going to make this one longer and see how I like it. So now let's see how that pops into place. Boom. Okay. And now, essentially, we already have the body and structure of the fish trap. One thing left now is just go through and poke a whole bunch of holes. And I just do a random pattern. I started off in lines and whatnot, and then over time I was like, oh, okay, I just need to get it done. So, but yeah, super quick, super easy. I hope it works. I'll post a follow-up video. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but like I said, I'll post a follow-up video of these actually in use. And then don't mind the fortune cookies. I just heard they were good bait apparently for minnows and all kinds of different things. So that's what I'm going to put one full of fortune cookies, one with like some tuna packets, and maybe y'all can comment down below what I should put in the third one, just a bait to try out that y'all want to see. But yeah, now I'm about to start poking holes. All right, here's the completed project with all the different little holes in there so water can flow through freely. I found that if you poke some holes through both the lid portion and the body, it helps line it up and hold it in place just a little bit more snug. But yeah, this is probably the cheapest, fastest fish trap that there is. So I encourage everybody to give it a try. Comment your pictures if you do give it a try. I think this took me 12 minutes total. I'm going to do this third one here, and then we're going to do a follow-up video testing out the different baits. So don't forget to comment what bait you want me to put in the third one. And thank you all for watching.